everybody and welcome to another video. Do you ever get them days where you feel like you're in a dream? Nothing seems to be real. Nothing goes right. It's just sort of all weird and unusual. Things like elephants flying across the sky. You know, you don't get that on normal days. You don't get that on normal YouTube channels. You don't get rocket ships flying across the screen. You only get that on this sort of channel, don't you? The only other thing you don't get on any other channel is about to approach us here. Yes, a Fiat 500 with working lights. Can you believe it? I am actually in a nightmare. I think I'm going to be waking up shortly. Someone's going to be shaking me saying, Tony, wake up, wake up. It's just a dream. It's just a dream. But the dream continues. It just continues here. I'm coming up to these set of traffic lights here. Obviously, they're red. And it really is like I am in a nightmare. It's a good nightmare. Maybe it's a good dream, not a nightmare. Because we're going to go and turn right here in a second. And it really is a bit spooky, this one. Yes, not one, not two, not three, but 4 cyclists waiting at a red light. They're even in traffic light colours, apart from the grey one. He's the boring bastard out of a lot of them, I bet. But 4 cyclists in one shot. 4 cyclists. You know what that means? That is my quota for the year gone. I normally get 4 all year, and I've got them in one clip. I don't believe it. It must be a dream. It must be a dream. Now, if you look at the rear camera now, you will notice down below there that I'm not using my normal camera for this rear shot here. Yes, I've had a little bit of a swap around. So on the front, I've still got my Vantrue N4pro, but on the rear, I've got the Vantrue E1pro. And like the front camera, it's 4K, so we're going to get better quality videos like this. So if you want a front and rear camera, why not get 2 of these? 4K, both directions, and you can still get 10% off using my code there. All links in the description below. It's definitely better than any other camera that I've had on the rear anyway. And if you do follow my lead here and get the E1pro on the rear windscreen, you will need to get a longer lead. $7.99 from Amazon, so not breaking the bank really. A USB to a USB-C, 5 meter I got. But we still haven't finished with this dream of mine here. Keep clear signs. He's just going to drive straight into them. You must have been able to see them. I know they're worn, but you can see them. So the dream continues. Or nightmare. But I still can't get over the first 2. 4 cyclists. And a Fiat 500 with lights working. Wow. I should have put my lottery on, shouldn't I? I should have done the lottery numbers there and then. Anyway, if David's listening to this and watching this, could you please do me a song on tailgating? I'm getting quite a few of these, and I haven't got a song to go with it. Now, you watch this tailgater here. You see that Mercedes sign? That's hit something, isn't it? They're not normally like that, are they? That's bent over. So there's obviously something that's gone wrong there. And yeah, you see her have a little swerve up there. She was looking over to the right-hand side for some reason at them houses. But yeah, I think that's a little bit too close at 30, don't you? And she continues like this all the way down the road, but obviously it's a little bit boring, especially if we haven't got one of David's songs. The weird thing is about this person behind me, this is a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit. When you see the 30 signs in a second, on the other side of that sign is a 40, so our road turns into a 40, and then she backs off. It's weird that she likes to be really close at 30. At 40 she gives me space. See where it says 30 there, on the other side of that is 40 for us. So I can speed up a little bit now. And then the gap ain't too bad now. Another weird one, why she gives herself reasonable braking distance at 40, but at 30 she doesn't give herself any braking distance at all, really. Weird. Now in this next clip, the weirdness continues in a way. There's a lot to look at here. We've obviously got the guy in front of us who's blocked up the junction. You've got a BMW that's in the roadworks there, parked really badly. It did have a parking ticket on it earlier on. I've been past here already and it had a parking ticket on it. There's the good old British workforce have put temporary lights there. We'll come back to that. We've got an Audi over to the left-hand side. We'll come back to him. Behind us, we got someone that's on their phone. You know they're on their phone. There's nothing interesting where her head is pointing down there. Nothing at all. But we're looking at the Audi. An Audi driver that's using its brain. It didn't block the pavement there. It didn't pull forward. And I get a nice thank you as well for letting him out. Look at the BMW parked like that. But look at the British workforce. Look what's happening. Look what's happening in the coned off area. Nothing. The work has been done. It was a burst water main, and they've done it. They've done it on the same day. They fixed it on the same day. This is like 2 days after they fixed it, and the cones are still there. It's done. The holes are filled up and everything, but the cones and everything and the traffic lights are still there. The good old British workforce. You've got to love them. So now in this clip we are just about to come onto the Mad Mile, where it is 40 miles an hour now. I still can't believe it's 40 miles an hour. How ridiculous. It's a dead straight road with nothing on it. Anyway, we've got the new camera out on the rear. Can you spot it yet? Can you spot it? I've woken up from my nightmare. Normal service is back. It's back. Yes, behind us we have got the trainee Audi driver, the Fiat 500, and guess what? It's got a light out. It's got a light out. Someone said in the comment section down below recently, why you keep complaining about them lights? It's daylight, but they're the same lights that don't work at night time. Do you not realise that? So now in this next clip, I definitely know that I've woken up now. I'm not in a dream now because it's normal service. Pedestrian over to the right hand side. Parents of the year. What a perfect place to cross. That's a junction as well. That's a junction. But someone's turning left there. I don't know why that car thought I was going to let it go. Wow. Hello. Oh yeah, you alright? Yep. Okay. Looking train station, yeah? Yeah. Okay. Now I kept quiet there because I wanted you to listen to what my customer said there. They just get in the car and say Dorking. Dorking's quite a big place, and you have to confirm you want the train station, yeah? And it's, yeah, so, you know, it's just how they just sort of assume that you know where they're going, you know? I've got my crystal ball out on the dashboard sort of thing. And then he said his name was Sergey. I don't know why. I kept thinking, I just had a little giggle to myself and thought of that rat thing that's on the adverts, whatever it is, meerkat, whatever it is. But we're not looking at that. We're looking at these bikes here. Now they're doing nothing wrong at all, and because I'm local, I know that they're possibly, well, there's a big possibility they're going to a bike meet at the other side of Box Hill, because Box Hill's just down the road from here, and I've got a funny feeling that that's where they're going. I'm off to Dorking, so I'm going to go in the same direction as these guys, but I've got local knowledge of the area. I'm not using my sat-nav. My sat-nav is on, but I'm not using it. These guys are obviously following a sat-nav, and this is where local knowledge sometimes can actually beat a sat-nav. So we'll speed it up here. We're going 5 times the normal speed, and as you can see, they do eventually just leave me. I can't see them. They've gone, and but we do catch them up. We catch them up at a junction rather than anything else. As you can see, we're just going round the racecourse here, Epsom racecourse, and we're heading towards Headley.
That's Headley!
You get 1 point if you recognise what film that came out of. So we've caught them up at the junction here. We're all turning left, and then they leave me again, but in a different way. They actually do a little bit of speeding here. It's only 40 down here, and there's no way that these guys were doing 40. No way at all. Now I'm going to speed this up here. I can't win with this, to be honest. Some people like it being speeded up, some people don't, and some people don't like this sort of thing at all. They prefer just the incidents, but some people like to know where I'm driving and a bit of history about where I'm driving. Well, we're heading towards Headley Court.
That's Headley!
Back in the day when I used to go there quite a lot, used to be a military rehabilitation centre. All our guys that came back from Afghanistan and that, if they lost limbs and stuff like that, they would be to the right of us here. There's acres and acres and acres of land that belong to the military, and that's where they had all the rehabilitation stuff. They used to make all the false legs and all of that sort of stuff here. Now I've turned right here. Headley Court is to our right. The bikers by the way, didn't turn right here, and you'll see them further up here because they've overshot it because they're using sat-nav. For some strange reason, sat-nav takes you straight on, and it doesn't take you down this road here. I don't know why. But we come up to a roundabout now where all the roads, if you know the area and you haven't been here recently, you would notice all the roads have changed here. They've got wider and newer. There's pavements. There never used to be pavements on the left and everything else. And you'll see the bikes now come through. Yeah, I give up my priority here because I know they're all together. They'll only be overtaking me down this road anyway. So all of this is new. All this road is new. This never used to be here. Well, it did, but not like this. But still to the right-hand side is Headley Court. And the amount of times I turned right here and then had a gun in my face with someone saying, get out of the van and show us your ID and all that sort of stuff because it was military base and it was proper. This is what it used to look like that when I was there. It was lovely in there. It reminded me of Hampton Court. It was everywhere you can see it, how nicely it was kept. Now I was here once a week for about 4 years. Every week I came here for 4 years, and every time they had to stop me at the gate and ask for my IDs and all this sort of stuff. They would not let me go past, and they knew me. It was the same guy on the gate every time that I turned up, and he would not let me go without checking my ID, and he was calling me by my name as well beforehand. Now this building here was called the Jubilee Wing. That is where I used to go. Now in true British fashion, it's brand new. As you can see, it's brand new. And then they decide to move the rehabilitation centre up north, I think to Leicester or somewhere. So all of this is gone now. All of it has gone. The whole caboodle has gone. But they built new wings and then moved it. It's like it's typical British nonsense, isn't it? But yeah, that's Headley Court. Now, as per usual, I do like to go with the majority of people on this channel. If you like that sort of thing, should I keep it in? If you don't like it, let us know. Or let us know in the comments section down below whether you like it or not, basically. And then I'll just go with the majority of what people say. And I've got to say, every time I went there, when I left, you always feel a little bit sad because you see all these young guys there in their wheelchairs that, you know, they got legs missing and arms missing, and what they got left is a bit manky as well. You know, that they're not working properly. You know, I lit a guy's cigarette in there once. He had no legs. He had one arm, and the one hand that he did have was a bit manky. It wouldn't work. He couldn't light his cigarette, so I was there lighting his cigarette for him. You know, and it was horrible. And by the way, I have got all my own limbs. I wasn't there for rehabilitation myself, by the way. I've got all of my own teeth as well. Well, I've got a couple that's been knocked out, but they're not the front ones, so we won't worry about that. Anyway, after I lit this guy's cigarette, literally as soon as he took his first puff, a sergeant come round the corner and told him off for smoking there. It's like, oh God, give him a break. He's just lost his legs in Afghanistan and you're having to pop at him for having a cigarette. So we're just going to jump it forward a little bit now, and we're heading towards Dorking, obviously, you know, with the trip that I'm still on. Over to the left-hand side is Box Hill, where a lot of cyclists go. You have to be a keen cyclist to go there because it's very, very steep. And just up here, I'm pretty sure that's where the bikes were going, the motorbikes were going to a meet just up here. And you saw me earlier on, before I did all my waffling and everything else, give up my priority to the bikes because I knew they were all together. You know, I didn't push it. You know, you could say that they were going to be there before me anyway, but, you know, I didn't push it. I knew what they were going to do. So we got the similar sort of situation here because they're at a bike meet and it's a roundabout. They have got no priority whatsoever, but every car stops to let them out because they're all going off together. Like there's like 50, 60, 100 or whatever bikes all going at the same time. Is that right or is that wrong that we all give them priority like that? Now the bike meet is over there to the left hand side, just in there. That's where all the motorbike guys all meet. There's a cafe in there and all that sort of stuff, and they all meet in there and they come out the other side up here at this little roundabout. Now this is where we all stop to let them all go. You see the top of their helmets there, to see their heads over the top of the roundabout, and everyone stopped for them. We don't have to, we've got priority over them, but we've all stopped to let them go off all in a in a row there. Right or wrong? Let us know in the comments down below what you think, because it's not a I can understand if it was like a funeral or something like that when they do the biker thing. This is just a meet-up, and everyone's giving way to them. So yeah, let us know if you think that's right or wrong. So that's all we got time for today, I'm afraid, guys. Let us know what you think of the waffly bit in the middle there. And thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye for now.